Hello, and thanks for listening. Teen with full ride to 20 colleges requests public apology from Fox affiliate in order to air interview. This just came in from USA Today. So we have a Black teenager who has a 4.0 or higher, and he has the opportunity to go to more than 20 universities. And so apparently he's a very exceptional individual that is. So I'm looking here. Okay. Let's see. I might have to come back to this. All right. Anyway, it's an article. It's in USA Today. And so I suppose there's some good and some not so good in this. Okay, so let me see if I can redo this. I'm actually thinking this is a great article in terms of the good. The good in it is that this Black teen he has a full scholarship to 20, a choice of 20 colleges that request him to attend. So he's requesting a public apology from the Fox affiliate. It's in the USA Today. And it says third ward teen shocked by college responses. So I guess he's really an exceptional young man. Michael Brown knows he'll be enrolled in one of America's top universities next year. He just has to decide him full financial aid wants the journalist at a Fox affiliate to apologize for calling his decision to apply to the school. Really bright individual. He's young, and he has the opportunity to accept a full scholarship to 20 of the top colleges in the USA. Okay. And so an anchor and contributor DC criticized Michael's decision to apply to the 20 colleges. And so I believe it's the segment was airing on April the 3rd. Co-anchor Holly Morris and contributor Sarah Frazier called applying to that amount of colleges ridiculous. Can you imagine someone saying this? Now here, you hear all these negative things about Black people, that Black people are lazy, they're not smart, they don't learn, they don't read, they're not educated, they don't apply themselves, they don't try. And here you have someone who pretty much just one of many examples of someone who has done all of the things that he needs to do to get himself prepared for his future as a lifelong learner and student. And possibly he could have a great career ahead of him. So you would applaud this young man's efforts, but the news affiliates for Fox are calling his situation of applying to the schools, calling his decision obnoxious, it's in quotes, and ridiculous. Who does that? So it's a little ridiculous that this kid applied to 20, taking away a spot and basically listing another kid Frazier said on the show. That is so mean and so rude. So I entitled my video, Black Teen with 4.0 GPA Treated in a Rude Way by Fox News. And so I just think that it's sad because here you have what could have been a positive interview, you know, out of all of the negative things that have been going on in the world, you know, all this negative talk, all the horrible things that Black people have, you know, people before us have had to endure, and then even till now, what people have gone through. Here you have a really cool story about a kid that is really trying to pretty much, you know, he's doing all the right things. And you got this right here. It's just sad that some news anchor that's in a, you know, I guess it's a Fox affiliate, it must be a sister station or a station affiliated, they're all a part of Fox, where an anchor person would say this. And her name is, the co-anchor is Holly Morris, and the contributor is Sarah Frazier. Sarah Frazier is the one that stated applying to the amount of schools is ridiculous. That's just so rude and so mean and just horrible to say something like that about a kid who's worked so hard outside of all of the things that you see on the news, whenever it's kids that are not of color or they're, you know, of the European persuasion. There's always the positive, always positive. But when it's someone who is African American or he's Black and he's an overachiever in a good way and he's defying all odds, somebody has to say something negative. So we know what this is about. We all should know what this is about. This is so mean. So it goes on to say that this is what Morris's comment was. I think it's a little obnoxious because you can only go to one. Just reading this, you can only take one full ride and you are taking a spot away from someone. Who's the someone else? Just say it. Someone white. You don't like it because someone Black, a Black male, outside of all this craziness that's been going on, he is actually going to college and he has choice of 20 colleges, and that pretty much pisses you off. That pisses you off. 2 days later, Michael said that he had a respectful interview with Morris, but he will not allow the segment to air until the station issues a public apology. Where's the human decency? This is what he tweeted. So Michael's mother, which he has a right to tweet that. So Michael's mother, Berthina Rutledge Brown, told USA Today that Morris never apologized and instead said, "I didn't mean to offend you." They didn't receive an apology from the station, and she said Fox 5, so it's like a sister station, but it's part of Fox. It's a Fox affiliate. Did not immediately return a request for a comment from the USA Today. So Rutledge, Brown's mother, Miss Rutledge, said that her son was truly hurt by the comments and she's numb over the situation. That's just so sad. And so here's a new one. Local Fox anchors criticized this Black teen for working too hard. And so I'm going to play the video. And if this, I'm going to check this video to see if it comes out where you can hear it. If it doesn't, I'll redo it. But I am just so disappointed in this. Because here you got a young man who's really worked hard and he's being criticized for doing the right thing, basically. No, they enjoy watching police gun down black males. No, they enjoy watching when they hear about poor people having their welfare benefits taken away from them. They enjoy talking about that kind of stuff, but they don't like to hear that you have young black teens who are staying in school, not dropping out, and they got a choice of 20 colleges that they've been accepted to for a full 4-year scholarship. And they have these words to say, oh, that's obnoxious. Oh, that's ridiculous. What kind of crap is that? And so this is what you hear in media. And so we know who's controlling the media. This tells you, if you didn't know, now you know. So I'm going to try to play this to see if it comes out and see what they say here. I guess this is a video of them actually saying this.
I'm going to press you up there.
So you guys probably all saw the student, the high school student that applied to 20 colleges and got into every single one.
I'm going to press you up there.
You're talking Yale, Harvard, Princeton, literally all of them. But this has sort of brought on this. It rides to all of them. Full ride. So he has his pick, right? So it has sparked the discussion, though, of how many schools you should apply to. It's a little ridiculous that this kid applied to 20, taking away a spot and basically waitlisting another kid.
Yeah, well, probably most people won't agree with me, but I actually think it's ridiculous to apply to 20 schools. I do.
I am urging my children not to.
Yeah. I think he could have applied to 5. He would have gotten in all 5. It would have been equally as impressive. 10 would have been impressive. And you can Google as many articles as you want. Admissions officers will say on average you should apply to 4 to 8 schools, right?
So you think this is a little obnoxious?
I think it's a little obnoxious because you can only go to one. Right. You can only take one full ride, and you are taking a spot from someone else who worked really hard. You are taking a spot from someone else who worked really hard. The best thing about this story, which I stand on, is that 19 kids come off the wait list. Right. 19 other kids are going to get it. But 19 kids also had really sad days, and their parents talked them off the ledge when they didn't get it.
This kid obviously knew he was super smart.
So is he going to put that? I know, but is he going to put that on his application? This takes nothing away from him. Clearly, he is amazing. You know what I mean? Clearly, this child is amazing. But on every job interview he does, I got it.
By the way, I'm that kid.
That's what I would be saying. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the story about me, but
we would have done this if we got in 5. Right. In 5 full rides.
Okay, so that's basically the video. Now they try to clean it up by saying, oh, he's clearly amazing. He's clearly amazing, but obnoxious, ridiculous. Come on, give the kid a break. If you've seen in the clip there, it shows that it's really hard for kids that are of color, young people, to get into these schools because they're discriminated against, or if they're not discriminated against, or the odds are more, it's less of a chance that Black teens and Latino teens get into these high profile universities. And so it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of weeding out. And some of these colleges, universities that are really like high prestigious colleges usually try to pick the cream of the crop, especially if they're private. And even though they say that they don't discriminate, they can be very, very discriminative. And there's a history of that. And so for this kid to defy all odds, my hat's off to him. I applaud this effort. And this should, every person, every Black person that has a child that wants to enter college or wants to enter something, even if it's vocational college or something higher, or, talk to them, work with them, help them with their homework, get them tutoring, always talk to them about the possibilities of learning and getting higher education, because some people have different abilities. I'm not saying everybody's going to go to Harvard and Yale. Some people have, other abilities, and maybe Harvard and Yale isn't the place for everyone. But apparently for this kid, it was. But look how he was so rudely criticized. I think it was rude for them to say those words. If they had just left the part at the end and had said, oh, he's clearly an exceptional young man, and we're glad to see this happening, instead of being so criticizing of his efforts. That's the reason why he applied to 20 universities, because of the history of how hard it is for young people of color to get into schools like that. And so anyway, I just thought it was really mean of them to do that, to say that in the beginning. And then there was another lady in the room, on the panel, and she looked to be an African American news anchor. I don't know why she didn't, but I guess because it's TV, I don't know why she didn't intervene and say, why do you have to say ridiculous and obnoxious? Just leave it as exceptional, but they wouldn't do that. They have to follow everything from scripts. But those things that they said, the comments, the two women that were there that were making those comments, those didn't look like those were scripted comments. It looked like they were really criticizing this kid. And to me, I feel like it was wrong. That's my opinion. So I just thought this was an interesting article. So anyway, this is in the USA Today, and USA Today Network, and it was written by an Ashley May, and it was actually published at 2:30. And so I'm just, I'm happy for this kid, and they should look at it as that. But the comments they made don't seem like they are happy for him. They're not happy that he happened to get the opportunity to get in. It's not right. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for listening. People need to do better.